of this Premier League season. We've got 3 games on Saturday. It kicks off with Manchester City away to winless Sheffield United. Chelsea go to Burnley. Champions Liverpool host informed West Ham, who are unbeaten in 4 of Sunday's 4 games. Manchester United against Arsenal, clearly the standout fixture of this round. In terms of the table, as a result of their 4th win in 7, Wolves, as you can see, up to 3rd with 13 points. They are now level with Everton and Liverpool, but having, of course, played that game more. Palace drop a place to 9th after their 3rd defeat of the season with 10 points from 7 games played.
Kind of a big 3 points tonight to take your level at the top of the table. As Friday night is go, that was a pretty decent one.
Great, it was massive for us, it was huge. We always want to improve, we always want to get better. It's important we keep on picking results up, but the most important thing is we keep on improving. I think we've done that again tonight. I thought we dominated for large spells, if I'm being honest, and then when we've had to defend, we defended as a team, we defended as a unit, and listen, we've enjoyed tonight. It's good to play on a Friday and obviously get a win.
A clean sheet as well, and Crystal Palace were dangerous at times, but you're able to keep a clean sheet, which must be pleasing.
They're always dangerous, always dangerous. Listen, they've got some fantastic players going forward. We know about them from previous seasons as well. There's some really, really good players, but it was important we concentrated all night. It was important we stuck together. We controlled the deep, we controlled the ball going in behind, because they're really, really quick as well. And that.
Nuno, great result tonight. How pleasing was the performance?
Good. I think we started very well the game. We started really, really well the game. That proves that no game is the same. Can happen. The best spells of the game can happen in the beginning, can happen in the middle, in the end. The idea is to try and do it, because we play against a very good team, and it started better than Palace. The end of the first half, Palace start creating problems. We had issues there. In the second half, I think we started slow. We allowed Palace to have the ball, create not chances, but we are not comfortable. But I think the moment that we adjust, we start playing better, and we had good chances to score again.
Crystal Palace had some decisions that went against them.
Yeah.
How much was tonight a test of concentration?
It is. We have to realize that playing without fans changes everything. The perception is different, and sometimes I think we can go in the danger that feeling that there's no pressure, that is a training session, a friendly game, because it's silent and we don't have the edge. So in these moments of play with pandemic, focus on the action is the first thing that you should have.
We saw a big smile from you when Ryan El-Nouri scored his goal. How impressive was he on his debut?
He played good. Offensively, he has talent. He has a lot of things to improve on the defensive aspect, the shape of the team. But he played good, and I was smiling because football is like this. Sometimes you go in the game, and first is your first game and you score. So I'm really happy for him.
And different names on the score sheet. How encouraging is that?
This is what we need. We need a lot of things to improve, and we need to have goals all over the team. It's important.
Unbeaten in 4 now. Do you feel like there is improvement each and every game now, and you're building that momentum?
Yes, that's the idea, to sustain, and it's very hard. So we're going to have the next test to evaluate again. But every game in the Premier League is very tough.
Thanks, Nuno.
Thank you.
He has a few interesting things to say, Nuno did, particularly on the 19-year-old, Ryan El-Nouri. You liked the way that he wasn't so effusive in his praise of the teenager.
I do. I like him full stop as a manager. I think every time I hear him speak after the game, he speaks sense, doesn't get too carried away with wins, and even now, talking about a young lad, yes, he done okay. Let's keep his feet on the ground. Very pleased that he scored in his debut, but he's got a lot to prove, a lot to learn, and that's great managing. He's building up ahead, and they just said, don't get carried away. A bit like Alex Ferguson did with the likes of Giggsy and people like Scalzi back in the day, and I love him as a manager, I really do.
I totally agree. Man management, he's brilliant. Nuno's one of the best, really one of the best. I've always said it, I think he can go and manage a bigger team, one of the top teams, because he's that much of a good manager, but he's doing a great job at Wolves. So I think that bit of advice he just gave to the young lads is brilliant.
And just to follow up one of those questions we heard there as well, Paul, the fact that he's taken them to 7th place finishes in the last 2 seasons, they're now joint level top with Liverpool and Everton. People will start thinking, hang on a minute, is there a top 6 push, even something better than that on the horizon?
You know what's funny, because Conor Cody said previous to that interview that we have to keep on improving. We don't set ourselves any targets. But I think when you kind of look at the money that they are starting to bring in, the players that they're starting to buy, Silva didn't even come on, the younger, he cost 30-odd million. They are spending big money. And when you speak big money, there's expectations from yourself, from the owners and from the fans to finish in that top 6. If they keep playing like that, there's no reason why they can't.
Clinton, what do you think? How far can this Wolves team go?
No, I think they can challenge for the top 6. I think you saw a big improvement tonight in Wolves, especially going forward. As I said, the amount of player bodies that they had in the box, I think, was a big improvement, and different goal scorers tonight, you know. So I think there's a lot of positives to take from Wolves, and I just think it could be a really good season for them.
OK. We'll have more reaction to come after the break here on Matchday Live on what was a tough night.
And I thought we'd done that. Listen, it's a good night for us because we've improved on the last game, which was important, and it's obviously a good win for us as well.
Scoring in the first half has been a struggle previously. You corrected that this evening. Why do you think there's been a discrepancy?
I thought you'd ask that. I don't know. I knew that question was coming, to be fair. I don't know. Listen, we'd love to score 2, 3, 4 in the first half. I've said it plenty of times before, and I can't put my finger on it, but tonight's a good night because we have scored in the first half, and listen, 2 fantastic goals. I thought Ryan was absolutely fantastic. If I'm being honest with you, I thought he was brilliant. He's coming in, he's learning the role inside out, and listen, it's up to us to help him as much as possible, but for a young lad coming into a Premier League game like that, I thought he was brilliant.
Well, a dream debut for him. What is he like in training? How has he settled?
Sharp, really sharp, change you inside out, got bags of tricks, but it's important we try and help him settle in as quick as possible. Listen, he's a young boy coming from a different country, he's a fantastic person, he's brilliant to have around the place, and like I said, it's up to us as a team, as friends, to make him settle as quick as possible, and hopefully we can keep on going, because like I said, tonight I thought he was brilliant.
Another good start to the season. 7th place finish in the last 2 seasons. How do Wolves take that next step?
By improving. We say it every year. We never put targets on where we want to go, because you put yourself under unwanted pressure. Then it's something where you put yourself a target and you're trying to get there week in, week out. It's not something we do. We've never done it since the manager come in, and we won't start now. The next one for us now is improving for next week. We've got a long week now, which I don't know whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, because we'd rather play straight away, but we'll enjoy the week, we'll enjoy the rest, and we'll work hard in training to go again next week.
Well done tonight.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
They've got their rest, as Connor says, before they take on the likes of Leicester, Arsenal and Liverpool. But they go into that run in decent heart now, don't they?
Yeah, they very much so. I think it's very important, you know, when you look at those fixtures, and you want to go into those things feeling confident. And, you know, that game today, they were so confident that the way they played, the way they set out the stall, the way they started the game on the front foot. And listen, they could beat Leicester. We've seen what they did last year against the top 6. They're not fazed by the top 6, you know, and the top 6 are fazed by them. So yeah, they will have no worries about those games. The way things are at the moment, and teams are slipping up, and you know, they'll have a chance against any of those teams.
We said it before the game, actually, Clinton, how we hadn't seen the best of Wolves, but as an attacking threat, I mean, they were on point at points today.
No, I thought they were outstanding. They got bodies into the box in help. Listen, you know when your best player doesn't score a goal, Jimenez, and he has an off night, they've got other players now contributing, and I think that would be the most pleasing thing Nuno will see this evening, that other players that were contributing, and Jimenez he's going to have bad nights where he's quiet. That's not to say he didn't play well, because he still led the line well, but he didn't get his goal, so I think Nuno will be really pleased with Wolves' performance.
One of those players that certainly did step up on a day to remember on his Premier League debut, 19-year-old Ryan Nouri, and what a composed finish from the wing-back. Really, all in all, a good day's work for their manager, Nuno Santo.
Who's going to take to the game as a young kid. He must have been lying in bed last night thinking, oh, hope I play well, you know what I mean? Hope I don't make any mistakes. I'm not sure he ever thought about scoring a goal like this in his debut, and what a great finish it was. You know, time and time again, you know, Wolves got down this right-hand side. Great run, you know, from Podence, who was outstanding the whole game, and poor defending from Palace, but he showed great composure for a young lad. Did everything right you want from a young player. Hit it down, hard, bottom man corner. He won't be sleeping tonight. He really won't be sleeping. He'll be buzzing. And yeah, I know, it's a great feeling.
I was going to say, it's a striker's finish, Clinton.
It is. It's a very good finish. It was a composed finish, a really good finish. And Paul's right. It's a brilliant goal from the young lad. And he won't be sleeping tonight. He'll be replaying that in his mind.
Wolves, yes, this was their second goal, and it emanated from a Palace error.
Yeah, it's poor. It's really poor here. That's why Patrick Van Aanen throws it into him. He loses it, and then you can see Chet Kyoto gets done here, and he can't recover. And Nathaniel Klein thinks, I'm going to go and he overcovers too much. But it's great play. You have to give Wolves full credit. Neto does ever so well. And the finish from Podence is first class. You always taught as a youngster, put it back where it came from. And he control finish it. He doesn't lash at it. Side foot finish. Great technician right into the bottom corner.
All the damage done in the first half. Second half, they certainly stood firm against Crystal Palace.